Orient is locked. Rotate device. Yeah, but why is it locked, you bastards? Why have they made it locked? Right, this protest in London is. By the way, I wanted to do horizontal, but for some reason the YouTube is playing up and it's not allowing it. It's part of the reason why I hardly ever do lives, but I've started to do these lives now because I'm realising how great it is really for you guys to see everything as it happens. So I've started to incorporate these lives. What I would ask is subscribe, give it a like, help the channel grow, and then I'll be able to do more of these as we go along. So this live is about government corruption.
1 2. Again. Test 1 2 1 2. Test 1 2.
And it's things like chemtrails, dimming the sun, things that we're not being told about, all those kinds of things. So there's a rally happening now, and a lot of the people are going to just start to explain what this is about. There's a little setup there as well. There's a store being set up.
Test 1 2 1 2. Test 1 2.
We've just run a test and recorded there, so even if
What's your back there?
Sorry, mate.
yeah, this is really close
How can I secure this?
I'm just trying to get at the sun, the trees.
Yeah, they know on the list of things that are okay. Yeah,
Oh, I've got to get back away from the music. Just to let you know, this is about government corruption. Things like dimming the sun, chemtrails, and I'm hoping that I'm going to get to speak to a few people so we can know what's going on. I'm going to apologise in advance if I have to speak over the music, right? Because YouTube copyright, right? They've already had a go at me once for music, and I'm just going to have to speak over the music to make sure I don't get another. I haven't got a strike yet, thankfully, but I had to delete a video because of it, so I'm just going to have to talk over it if the music stops. So yeah, if you've just joined, it's about government corruption, dimming the sun, chemtrails, protests happening in London right now. Let's hope that we can get to speak to somebody. Let's have a look. It's difficult right next to the speakers, unfortunately. Hi, can I ask you a couple of questions, guys? What brings you here to this protest today?
I saw the Matt Lambman interview with Sheep Farm Boys and the Rise Above guys and Mark Devlin.
Okay, and
Quite a few of his,
and what did you think of it?
well, he's good, you know, he's on board with the old chemtrail.
So what's your belief about that?
Huh?
What do you understand or believe about that?
Well, it's obvious what's happening.
Oh, I'll have to come back and ask you. Thanks, man. I really want to come back to you there, yeah. Oh, it's a shame. When the music dies down, yeah, we'll get a conversation.
Testing, 1, 2.
So this protest was supposed to start at 2 p.m. So people are just coming now. People are just joining now. The reason why I thought I'd come here, right, is because I've heard about this dimming of the sun and I wanted to get a bit more information about it for you guys. So I'm hoping I can speak to somebody. After the music, there's going to be some speeches about it. Hang on, there's somebody on. Let's have a look and see what this is. It's like a little breakaway. Look.
Well, I don't know him, and he wants to talk about this now.
Are you here for this protest?
I am, yes.
You are?
Yeah.
Because it's nice to... Can I speak to you? Can I?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, thank you, man. It's nice that I've got somebody away from the speakers, you know what I mean?
Well, I had to find a patch of grass, otherwise I couldn't set up the parasol and everything, so...
So could you explain what this is about then, with the dimming of the sun and what you know about it or what you feel about it?
Well, geoengineering, I'm a researcher.
Okay.
So I don't just research geoengineering, but it's multifaceted. So it's not just about engineering the weather, which, by the way, it's on record. It probably started before that, but geoengineering the weather has been going on since 1917
Right.
for apparently war purposes.
Right. It's
War
funny because-
fighting purposes.
Yeah.
It started with a thing called cloud seeding, where they would produce artificial clouds. But way back then, it wasn't as toxic as it is now.
It's funny because a lot of people have been saying how it's a conspiracy theory and tin hats and all that kind of stuff, you know?
I mean, you can create clouds with not chemtrails but contrails by throwing artificial ice particles, and you create artificial clouds. And yes, you can see how that for war purposes, war fighting purposes with the enemy can be very useful.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
but
yeah.
through the years, it's developed into something very, very nefarious.
Right.
Where the other facet of it that governments don't want to admit
Be clear about it.
is spraying poisons on the soil.
Right.
So by poisoning the seeds and the soil, in the end they change the pH levels to such a highly unbalanced level that they end up killing the plants. And
What do you mean
the
by-
insects, no plants, no insects, no humans, no food.
Oh, I see.
You know, and then there's the third facet, which is where people look at me like I'm mad,
Yeah.
which is that it also serves to keep us constantly poisoned. So this constant chemtrail
Is that, do you
poisoning.
mean, is that big pharma and things like that? Do you mean? Is that what it's
Of course.
Okay.
Because, you know, spraying aluminum particles and barium and strontium and all this stuff that we never know what mixture or cocktail of stuff they're throwing on us,
Yeah,
but
no
they are
idea.
doing it on a daily basis, which means it's cumulative
Yeah.
and it is making us sick.
Yeah.
And
It's just a shame because, I mean, obviously they want to try and keep something secret. Do you know what I mean? They're gonna.
well, obviously, the powers that be are not going to admit that they're
Yeah, exactly.
purposely trying to poison
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
Of
yeah,
course not. Is it part of? Well, I've just been asked by a gentleman. Is it part of the
Of the agenda.
the depopulation agenda?
Yeah.
Yes, to a certain extent. I always say, don't think that they want to kill us, period, because if they want us to kill us all, then they would have no slaves
They'd have no
left.
workers, yeah.
But they do want
does make sense
the
when you
right
say
amount
that.
of us left, and within that right amount, it's a particular targeted demographic of people that they want to live alive. So basically, the most stupid people that won't ask questions, they're the ones that they will aim to live alive.
They don't want any
in
records,
order to
basically.
serve them, exactly. and the rest of us will be targeted.
Right.
So yeah, there are very special and specific demographics being targeted.
Like, how is it passed down though? Do you think? Because I hear a lot of people say, oh, it started in the 70s or it started years ago.
Yeah,
But how is it like passed down?
well, even that, look, 1891. So I've got some history here
Well, look,
when
let's
it
get that
all
on there.
started. Yes.
It's just unfathomable.
So
Like,
this is a Weather Modification Policy Act
have a look here, yeah.
from 1878. Just in case people think it's a theory and we're all nuts, no, it's not.
it's just what I'm trying to get my head around is how they're passing the whole concept down.
Yeah.
If people die, then you know, kids grow up. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
With the people that are actually trying to do it, or the bodies that are trying to do it,
Yes.
how do they pass this information down so it continues since that time? Do you see what I mean?
Well, they pass it down within their own elite families. They're the only ones that know what they're doing, obviously.
Right.
And they pass it on to their kids and so on
train
and
them
so
from young
forth.
and
It's a
stuff,
very
yeah.
reduced group that's controlling things. Like
Right.
literally, if you talk about the Club of 300, and that's even a lot because above the Club of 300 are the 13 ruling families of the world, the most powerful families.
Right.
And they're the ones that meet at the Club Bilderberg meetings every year and decide which way they're going to kill us every year, what addition they're going to put to how they're going to kill us as well as control us.
And they talk about it being in plain sight because it makes it okay for them to do it if they're open about it in some way. Do you see what I mean? That's what I heard anyway. I was just
Well,
on that.
yeah,
The question I was looking at it.
what lies behind that, I mean, Freemasonry lies behind all of this. And if you
Yeah.
research Freemasonry, it's part of a cult, of a very evil cult.
Right.
And
Then you'll get the understanding of how
Freemasonry
it
will tell you it's not a religion, it is. And within their religious beliefs in Freemasonry, they believe that if they let people know what they're doing,
Yeah.
in a roundabout way, because they don't always clearly tell you.
That's what I-
But
that's
if
what I'm
they
getting
tell
on,
you
that's what I was talking
clearly enough, they believe that they're free from the karma, from the consequences. That's what the Freemasonic
That's what.
religion
Yeah, that's what I
tells
was
you.
getting at. Yeah.
They're going to be free from the karma if they do their best to warn you about it.
Yeah.
So then by the time you're affected, oh, we warned you about it, you didn't do anything
Yeah.
about it, you
Yeah.
didn't
It
listen.
was free will, in other words, kind of thing.
Too
yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
So now we're not going, it's comparable to a member of government or a politician or a prime minister giving orders for a war to start or for a war to carry on.
Yeah.
Is he killing people directly? No,
I see your point,
it's
yeah.
the soldiers that are killing people directly.
Yeah, I see.
So they're the ones that are going to get the direct bad karma.
Yeah.
So it's not, this is an argument that, by the way, Mark Passio presents in his lectures, and he asks, who is more guilty? So he gives you a picture of an Iranian baby dead in the arms of his father, and on the left hand side he puts a picture of some very well known politicians, and on the right hand side he puts a picture of an army shooting
Yeah.
away. He puts who is
Who is the guilty
more
party?
guilty,
Yeah.
and people don't understand the questions because immediately they think that they're being asked who is or isn't guilty. No. He's not asking who is or isn't guilty. They're both guilty for aiming for such an evil objective. But who is more guilty ultimately?
Yeah.
And ultimately, who's going to get the bad karma? The one that kills directly, obviously.
I appreciate you. I really do appreciate you talking
So
to me.
this is how
And clear it
the
up for a lot of
Freemasonry
people.
works within the elite circles, and why they like to tell us indirectly what they're doing.
Thank you, man. Thank you very much. Let me take my microphone off here.
Oh,
yeah,
sure.
let me do that. No, I don't want to leave you hanging, man. I always do that. Thank you, Steve. Thanks a lot, man. She was really nice. Well, I hope you gained something from that, guys. She was really nice. She cleared up a lot of my questions anyway. Answered it very clearly. So they're still playing music at the moment. When the music goes, we'll see if we can talk to some other people. See what their opinion is about it. If you've just joined the live, guys, we're in London, and I thought I'd do it live different from the Palestinian stuff that everybody is doing at the moment. I thought I'd come out and do something a bit more connected to the general population, and this is definitely connected to the general population. Hello, mate. Is he a tour guide? Let me have a look and see what he's saying. Excuse me, mum. Excuse me. I didn't want to interrupt you, but because you just went sort of like, my camera kind of just went like this. Did you come for the protest? Yeah. Can I ask you a couple of questions? Yeah, excellent. To a lot of people, there's a lot of people that understand what's going on, and a lot of people that don't understand what's going on, and I'm one of them. I'm one of the people that don't really understand what's going on. Really? So, yeah, well, I'm neutral on my channel anyway. I'm neutral on my channel. So it would be nice if you gave me your take on it. Like, at the moment, they're trying to dim the sun. That's the latest one that I've heard about. What's your thoughts about that?
Well, I think it's obvious. You can just see from looking up. I mean, I'm old enough to remember when persistent condensation trails, as the narrative calls them, were non-existent, right? So now the technology hasn't changed since the mid-90s. We're still using high bypass turbofan engines. They use the same fuel. They fly at relatively the same altitude.
Yeah.
So nothing much could have changed, except we now see these permanent trails that spread out, and you can see them all the time, almost every day since.
I've been seeing that myself quite a lot.
Yeah, for the last 3 years, almost every day in like London and Southeast. Where I'm from, the Southeast of England. Right?
But specifically, what is this dimming of the sun thing? Because that's the latest thing that's come up, isn't it, recently?
Well, yeah, look, I think there's
What are they trying to do with that, do you
I think there's a lot of agendas for it. I think, if you follow the thread of all conspiracies, it's about the war on consciousness, if I'm being, oversimplifying it, but that's really what it is. So keep us sick and stupid, right?
Yeah, and then they can do what they want, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the general.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate you speaking to me. Thank you, man. Thank you. Well, they all seem really, really friendly around here, man. Which is nice. Makes a change. Do you know what I mean? I've got to get that woman. Well, actually, I'm just trying to get the woman in. Because she's dressed for summer, look. She's dressed for the sun. With sunflowers. I'm not even joking, that music is nice, man. Nice music, I like it. I just can't have it on the channel. Let's have a look at this flag. We are the carbon they want to reduce. British Lions. Hey? Just looking at your badge. British Lions for Freedom. Let's have a look. Butchers. Thank you, man. Thank you. So what's this then? The music is killing me, man. It's killing me. I've literally got to talk over this music and I don't really want to, but I have to. Let me see, I'm going to find more people to talk to when this music settles down. It's all copyright music, you know. Everyone's sitting around just enjoying the summer's day. It's a lovely day out here, by the way. It's a bit stifly, but it's nice. There's a police officer. There's only one police van for this protest. Guys, I'm just waiting until it dies down a bit. The music, I'm talking. And then we can get some more opinions, more ideas what's going on. Hang on a minute, there's a message I've got to review. What's this? Oh, we'll let him through. You know YouTube holds back. I'm trying to let it through. There's something wrong with this bloody app, you know. There's a message here that's saying up for review, right? I'm trying to let him have it, but it's not happening. Oh, another moderator just handled this. Oh, well, thank you. Thanks for handling it without speaking to me about it. Did the moderator let it through or not? Because I didn't know about that. It's not an offensive sentence from what I can see. Do you know what I mean? You know, everything's so touchy these days, man. It's just a mild sentence and they've just held it with review. What moderator? Can the moderator tell me? Did you let that through or not? Because it's just it's just a simple thing. It's no big deal. It's not like he was being abusive or anything. I mean, the one below it was a little bit more. You know what I mean? And he got through. Oh, I don't know. You know, social media's gone bonkers. You know, you can't go on TikTok and say anything simple these days on TikTok because you just get your comment gets deleted, your comment gets withheld, you get a warning. You know, it's just getting too much. You're not allowed to speak. You know what I mean? The whole thing's blurred. Like, you're getting confused now. The social media's confused. This is hate speech, or that's hurty speech, or that whatever. And really, it's not when you look at the sentence, when you look at the phrase that they've deleted and that you've had to appeal. Anyway, the music's finished. Let's have a look. Oh no, it hasn't. Oh. Look, it started at 2 p.m, so I'm assuming they're just waiting for everyone to come. By the way, right, if anyone's interested, I am using the Boya BY V20 wireless microphone on the mobile phone, USB-C. It's not like the DJI, it's not the best quality like the DJI, but it's really good. It's good enough, do you know what I mean? And you can interview with it because you've got two mics. And it's cheap to buy. Just thought I'd add that in. You know, I like to help any YouTubers out if I can. Any vloggers out if I can. My other channel is called Vloggers Tips and Tricks. Just to let you know, because on that channel I show people what I'm doing and what equipment I'm using and what gadget I've found that is good, cheap or something like that, you know, that helps. So if you're interested in building your YouTube channel, go and have a look at that channel. And you'll get some tips from it. You know, when you're starting out, you want cheap stuff. Do you know what I mean? You can't afford expensive stuff or whatever. Well, I'm always finding something on a, you know, second-hand, well-known auction site to try out. And then I just show it on the Vloggers Tips and Tricks. I wish they'd get on with the speeches, to be honest. What's this? Let's just see if this guy's wants anything. Oh, and the other thing, just to let you know as well, I'm using the iSteady X2 gimbal with the mobile phone, which keeps the live smooth. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not holding it in my hand. I wonder if this guy wants to speak to me. Literally, right? I'm creeping up in the hope that you don't throw something at me and say, "Get away! Stop filming!" Hi guys. I'm not really 100% sure on what's going on, and neither are the people that are watching. So could you tell us what's going on? Could you tell us what's going on and how you feel about it, what your opinion is about it?
Well, I'm on the spot now.
So I saw your T-shirt. That's what I thought.
A rally about people who are fighting back against the pollution in the skies,
The agenda and
the chemicals that are being sprayed in the skies, the geoengineering.
yeah. Is it just about is this movement just about that, or is it about more government corruption, things like that?
I
Does
think
he
it
include
ties
that?
into the whole bigger picture of what's going on in the world with the deep state and everything.
The deep state, yeah.
And,
Okay, cool.
I think this is just one part of it is controlling humanity with chemicals and pesticides and trying to kill farming off and everything else, and
Yeah.
trying to get us to eat their
insects.
insects and the GMO crap and all that. We're on a drive to go back and eat healthier food, homegrown food,
Yep, thank you, man.
more organic type of food. And,
Did you want to say anything? Or
I'm really
I
got
see you
a lot more to
agreeing
add
there,
to
saying
that,
yeah.
but everything the man's saying is right, and I think
Spot
we
on.
just need to spread the word, make people more aware that this has been going on for far.
A lot of people are asleep, aren't they? Really, a lot. Yeah, man.
So,
I feel I'm waking up. I don't know about you, but definitely something going on spiritually, I think, in the world. And I think humanity's starting to wake up again. So a lot of people are finding and learning about who they used to be and why they're here.
There's definitely an awakening going on for sure.
Absolutely, yeah. I believe that.
Thanks,
It's hard
man.
to find people to talk to,
Thank you,
especially when
man.
you come from a village or somewhere like this.
Oh, where are you coming from? Did you come?
Shropshire.
Oh, you came all the way from Shropshire.
Yeah.
And did you come from Shropshire?
just northward, I'm sort of just outside of London, so not too
Okay,
far. We've
cool.
only met today.
Oh, right,
Wait,
cool.
it's just nice to be able to have a
It's
like
worth coming down, isn't it? It's just worth it, really, isn't it?
Absolutely.
And you meet other people that have similar
Nice
thoughts and stuff. Yeah. Excellent. Thanks,
What are
guys.
what are you doing
It's a
here?
YouTube channel. I don't normally tell people, but I'll tell you, it's called Spinning Colours.
Yeah.
And I just go around protests, other events, and taking note and hearing other people's opinion. It's a neutral channel, but I get everybody else's opinion so that other people can make their mind up. Sorry?
What's it called again?
Spinning Colours.
Spinning Colours.
Yeah. It's just
I'll have to
basically,
look it up then.
it's basically based in London, and it's just about all protests. And it's neutral, but other people, obviously, finding out what's going on and letting people know about
Get
it,
it out there.
and then they can decide on what they think. You see what I mean? They can have their own opinion.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool, guys. Thank you, man. And you. It's nice. It's nice to speak to friendly people. In London, do you know what I mean? You know, I was just walking up here through Hyde Park, right? And some guy chucked a bottle into the ground, right? I'm not saying anything about that. But anyway, right, I wasn't sure where to go, so I said to him, "Oh, hi, mate. Where's Marble Arch?" And he got his middle finger, stuck it right in my face, and then walked off. Do you see what I mean? I'm telling you now, London, mate. There's nice people. They don't actually come from London. They come from Shropshire and Norfolk. And this guy was clearly living in London. But yeah, it wasn't nice. It was unexpected, and it wasn't nice. Some kind of police thing. Oh, he's turning in. Is he turning in? Shit, man. I'm just gonna. They haven't started the speeches yet, right? I just want to do something. Just had to have a look at something. I could be wrong here, but I'm just gonna quickly look. You know, around here, right, Park Lane, there's a campsite. And if you haven't seen it, go and look on my channel, because then you'll see what I'm talking about. It's a migrant campsite, and they're very hostile. And I just went in there because I wanted to have a conversation and see what's going on. And they were very hostile to me, man. The woman attacked me, and I think the woman attacked someone that went in there, some reporter that went in there as well. I think he was from GB News, I think. I just saw a police van. Not there. I'm not. Let me have a look, man. I'm going to go back to that. I'm going to go back to that in a minute, all right? I just want to. Just come off the beaten trail a bit. By the way, that's where Speaker's Corner is. You know Speaker's Corner? It's down there. Yeah, it makes me wonder whether that guy, he didn't seem like ill or anything. He didn't seem mentally ill. But you never know, do you, these days, man? never know. You just have to be really careful because someone chilling out there, look. If you can see her, she's laying under the sun. No, there's nothing. Nothing. I'm going to go back through. I'll go back to that place through here. There's another protest going on in London, not the Palestinian one, it's called the Dyke one, I think. Anybody that identifies as Dyke is what I've read. And that's coming from Whitehall up to Speaker's Corner. It's a march showing awareness for lesbians, I think is what I read. And that's another one that I'm gonna go and have a look at. I'm going to go and have another look at that one. This is what Speaker's Corner looks like with nobody in it. You can see over there, look, there's a show going on, a concert type thing in Hyde Park. I don't know what that is there. I'm going to empty Speaker's Corner. Is that a oh, it's an ice cream van. It's kind of like a vintage ice cream van over there. They're still playing the music, man. Do you know what? Sorry, right? Do you know what? Does Spinning Colours read chat? You know what it is, right? It's very difficult to concentrate on everything and then quickly read the chat. And because for some reason this app didn't allow me to do it horizontal, at the moment I'm doing it like is it vertical? TikTok type shape, shorts type shape. I couldn't get it to the horizontal, and when you do horizontal you can see the chat a lot easier, but with this it's difficult to see the chat at the bottom, so I apologize about that. And the other thing is that this is like my third live, I think, so it's just getting used to functioning and everything and chatting as well, so I do apologize for that, matey. I will stop and look every now and again like I am now. Let's have a look. It's very difficult for me to read. Yeah, do you know, it says here, dyke more of a derogatory term in the States. Yeah, that's what I read. I read it on their actual site, their actual website. They call themselves dykes. Anybody who identifies as dyke. I don't know what else they would call. What else do they call? What do they say then? What else do they say if it's not dyke? I know they use lesbian, but dyke, I suppose, is a term, an umbrella term, I guess. I'm just looking through some of the chat now before I go back in. Raymond Callas said hi. Hi, Raymond. This protest is getting out of control. What do you mean? What do you mean? It's not even moved. Oh, you're taking a piss. Are you taking the mick? I came down here because I wanted a difference from all the aggression and the shouting and all the rest of it that you get from the Pally protests. So I thought, let me come and show something else that's going on in London. Do you know what I mean? That's JG said here. Stop taking the mick. Not all protests, right, are about aggression. Some of them are just about information. As crazy and stupid as this.
I won't spam you, but it's really important because we're going to be doing this early. And a lot of people on social media, and who knows how long Instagram.
I don't see any burning police cars.
Don't be a stranger, get on the email list. Also,
Viking,
stickers. I have flyers.
Viking, the protest is about government corruption. I'm going back in now, yeah, because they're starting to talk. And then you'll get a better idea as to what it's about. You'll get a better idea than me telling you, put it that way. Also, Viking, rewind the video, and you'll see a professor. I think she called herself a professor. She explained it very clearly what it's about. So go and check it in the video, earlier on in the video. She was very, very clear. Now you're going to find out anyway because they're starting to talk now.
You can upload your media to the website for everyone to see. StopGeoengineeringLondon.co.uk. So please upload it, and then I'll approve it in a couple of days, and then it'll be there forever. It's a great website, full of information. But please don't leave without flyers. There's like 6 different types. And we're going to pull this paper flyers up front so people can just snag stacks and pass them out. So we're going to do that first, and then we're going to begin. Thank you. So I put the flyers up front. Please grab a stack. Feel free to go home with some. Pass them out to your friends and family. It's up to us to be the change and to spread the word, and we can't do it alone. Can anybody in the back hear me okay? Okay, perfect.
There you go. Now you can see what it's about, yeah? Viking, that's what it's about. But you could also get...
Could you allow the pictures? Would you mind going into the crowd? Is that possible? We want to clear this back area out for just the musicians. Is that, could you please? Not you. No, the musicians and the sign holders could be back here.
They're just collecting all the flyers.
But this area is getting really congested, and I want to make it available for the musicians and their instruments and all that sort of stuff. Okay, or not. All right. I'm not trying to be an asshole or anything. All right. Thank you, Sonia Paulton, for doing the live stream. Where are you at, love? Yeah, thank you so much. And thank you for the sound plug. If anybody needs their birthday party or wedding event or anything like that, these guys have been amazing. Sound plug. Also for videographer, Steve, what's your contact? Integrity Films. So we've got an amazing videographer here, Integrity Films. And then also Sonia Paulton, she has a podcast So please check her out on YouTube and other social media. She's one of the speakers today. And then I'll be introducing everybody as well, but I just want to let you guys know. So then also we have Francis O'Neill. He's a speaker. He has an amazing Substack. He's an actual activist. Christian Watterson of Sheep Farm is here. If you don't know Sheep Farm, it's a great podcast. People know Sheep Farm. Great. A lot of people probably came from just that. It's wonderful. And then we have some amazing musicians as well, which I'll get to in a bit. All right, I think we're about ready to start. And look, we filled this square pretty nicely. Yes, give yourself a round of applause, please. It's really good. Welcome everyone to the first annual Summer Solstice Rally to Stop Geoengineering. Thank you so much for coming out. It's so very important that we gather here today. This is the very beginning of something. It's an absolute honor to be surrounded by so many like-minded, truth-seeking, amazing, beautiful human beings. I've already met so many of you, and you're all so sweet and lovely and kind, and it's really just a blessing. I'm so pleased and honored, and we got a good turnout. There could always be more, but this is beautiful. This is very wonderful. Thank you. Did you all know that the UK government has announced officially, finally, that they will be dimming the sun with solar geoengineering? Can you believe it? Yes, it's a little validation for us, the truthers, but it's also normalizing it and what's next, right? But they have announced it publicly now. And this Monday, UK Parliament meets to discuss this topic as if it's a brand new idea. Haha. Well, I hate to break it to you, but geoengineering has been going on for many decades. It goes by many names. Some will call it SAI, which stands for Stratospheric Aerosol Injections. Others will call it SRM, an acronym for Solar Radiation Management. The UK government likes to call it SATAN. Not even kidding. Yes, Satan. An acronym for the Stratospheric Aerosol Transport and Nucleation Program. This is serious. Some call it weather warfare. Others call it weather engineering, climate engineering, geoengineering, and also chemtrails. Whatever terminology you give it, it's a crime against humanity, it's a crime against all life on Earth, and it must be stopped. And we are here to tell the world, to show the world that we do not consent. They say that they need to launch this supposed new idea of geoengineering to slow down global warming, climate change. But we know that's a lie. It couldn't be further from the truth. In a classic problem, reaction, solution paradigm that we find ourselves in, they are actually, yet again, giving us the problem as the solution. They manipulate, they manufacture the weather with floods, with heat, with drought, with hurricanes, tornadoes, name it. And then they say, oh, look, climate change, we've got to do something about it. We've got your solution for you. It's geoengineering. Meanwhile, they are geoengineering the climate catastrophe to get their paradigm, problem, reaction, solution paradigm in order so that the normies, so the world can think that the government is there to save them. But what really is climate change? Climate is defined as 30 years of weather. And when did we all start to witness these tic-tac-toe boards, or you call it here knots and crosses, grid patterns, X's of chemtrails in our sky? Around 1995, let's be honest. Look at your family photos, go back to the 80s, they weren't there. Okay, so 30 years ago, they started geoengineering our weather to create the illusion of a changed climate. Think about it. Yet here we are, and they're posing it as our solution. Many people come to me, they say, Matt, what can actually be done about this? Does activism even matter? My answer is this: Monsanto. There was a time when none of us knew the word Monsanto, but activists, they played their part. They got loud. They rose the consciousness on the issue. At first, Monsanto, they tried to get their grubby, dirty claws into our food supply quietly. But activists spoke up, and their voices were heard. Finally, on May 25th, 2013, March Against Monsanto was formed, and I'm sure many of you, truth seekers, were there for that. March Against Monsanto rallied in 400 cities, simultaneously worldwide.
Oh no, I'm alright. Oh yeah, by the way, good luck with your social, yeah? Guys, I am going to end this live. I'm hoping that you got something out of it. Because I want to go and do this, they call it a dyke march. So I'm going to be going to that now. I will decide on what I'm going to do about the live. I don't know if I'm going to do a live of it because, right, the jittering and all that in the city isn't great. So if I can do a live, I will. So just check back and see if I'm doing the live for that. If not, I will have it on the channel as a recording on camera, as a normal recording on camera, yeah? So either way, you will be able to see it if you're ready, if you want to see it, if you're interested in that type of content. All right then, thanks for joining the live, guys. And come back for the next one, yeah, because this is my new thing. Normally I just do videos, I don't do lives, but I'm going to be starting to do lives now. It's quite enjoyable. Anyway, see you on the next one, guys.
The sustainability agenda of June 23rd. By waking up the people and playing our part